A young woman with 13 subjects has died. Her family is not pleased with Linstead Public Hospital.
Because I'm a business, because I'm a dear child, but I don't see what the point. You have nurse working at the hospital where they don't have compassion.
Before we tell you more about that, we encourage you to support these companies. Sunset Funeral Home, located at Yorton and Portmore in St. Catherine. Dixon's Drugstore at 2 locations on King Street in Linstead. And don't forget Renew Dermatology Centre and Medispa, located at 43 Fletcher's Avenue in Linstead. Now the details. A family is seeking answers even as it struggles to come to grips with the death of its loved one, Laynia West of Linstead in St. Catherine. The 21-year-old, who is said to have struggled with a milder form of sickle cell, died at Kingston Public Hospital shortly before dawn on Tuesday, July 5. That's a few hours after she was transferred from Linstead Public Hospital. Her mother, Tyeen McLean-West, recalled taking her daughter to Linstead Public Hospital on Sunday, July 3, after she woke up experiencing a painful crisis associated with sickle cell.
And you come here, you have a child, just come from work this Saturday evening and just garbage and get up in a pain, and then by Tuesday morning before day she dead. She just dead so. And then you want to try to put yourself out tight, but we're only treating her for pain. You were only treating her for pain, then give her antibiotic. It's too much, maybe too much antibiotic, maybe too, but something have to do to bring her down to that level she's dead. Something have to bring her down.
McLean-West claimed that her daughter was languishing at the hospital in Linstead until one caring nurse, who was not there previously, showed up and immediately recommended the transfer to Kingston. According to the mother, the transfer had to be delayed for some 5 hours because no ambulance was available to have it done. An ambulance finally arrived and took West to Kingston, but she passed away shortly after reaching there a few hours after midnight.
By the time they come with the ambulance and we are down with her, the thing, nothing in the ambulance to strap her down. They have to use a sheet to tie her above here. So by this time, no oxygen. The oxygen, they're having a problem with the oxygen tank because they have to borrow, have to use a spanner to change over to give her oxygen at 40%. So on their way down, they stop, they check the tire. 2 times they stop before enter the guard, just stop, the tire up. And round at Kent Village, just stop again to check the tire pressure. And reach to KPH, they try to intubate her. And her heart stopped twice, and she never come back. Well, I'm saying this is a big hospital and ambulance, and a 1 year. When they said they're calling for the fire station ambulance, it said they cannot leave out of the region or the parish.
The mother is contending that her daughter's life could have been saved if the hospital in Linstead had a second ambulance and if the medical staff there had been more caring.
Because of carelessness, they take away a friend, a daughter, a auntie. Without even trying, a one. But thanks to that one, I come. The nurse that come and say she cannot stay here, and that she go ahead and then call when the head doctor finally come, and she was the one that said, the nurse that come in and said no, she can't stay here. She was the one, so I thank her.
The autopsy report shows that the cause of death is heart failure, but it noted that West, at the time of death, had sickle cell and severe anemia. Her mother, still trying to make sense of all that happened, is not ruling out taking legal action against the administrators of Linstead Public Hospital.
The government have to do something in the hospital. Somebody have to be accountable for what happened. No apology, no calling to say this, no calling to say that.
She claimed that she went to the medical facility to make an initial complaint, but workers there frustrated that attempt. When the Beacon contacted Linstead Public Hospital's Chief Executive Officer Camille Wallen-Panton, she declined to comment on the particular case. She noted that she could not comment because the family had not lodged a formal complaint. In the meantime, the mother described her daughter as promising, adding that she attained a total of 13 subjects at Dintil Technical High School when she was in 5th and 6th form. Before enrolling at Dintil, the late West attended Linstead Primary and Stony Hill Primary schools. She worked at Barrydon Financial Services in Linstead for just over a month, and she was on the verge of signing a model contract. She also did photo shoots for Product of Jamaica magazine.
So, me no want an experience go through this. She's my fourth child, and the one that keep me up most time. Whenever she's in pain on my bed, she's sleeping. Whenever, as big as she is, she's in my lap. She not do nothing. The only thing I don't do for her, I don't work for her. I don't work for her. And me wash her clothes, everything, so she not stressed. Even if she say I'm tired, she just look tired.
Tyeen McLean, a maternal aunt of the deceased, is among people still reeling from the loss.
Well, she can be a little funny at times. However, for me and her, she would like come to me with just about anything. Any little situation, any little thing happen, say she have an issue at work, she will come and say it to me, and what do you think about it? Maybe because I'm the one that listens to her, because she speaks slowly or timely. So I spend the time and listen to her, but for me, she's just somebody that anybody would like to be around.
In Linstead, this is the Jamaica Beacon.